St. Lawrence River has been a huge part of the town of Iroquois since its inception in the 1800s. In the 1950s, the old town of Iroquois was relocated due to the flooding that occurred during the St. Lawrence River project. The buildings that could be saved were jacked up and moved to new foundations in the new Iroquois to make room for the new control dam that was being built. The new town took life as all the new buildings were constructed. In 1957, one of those buildings was the United Church. On the church property, there's the church with over 8,000 square feet of usable space on 2 floors. The middle part, the gymnasium, has over 2,000 square feet, and there is the 5-bedroom manse that's just over 2,000 square feet. So I'm standing at the door, the back wall of the entry into the church. Behind me, you'll see the main entry from the outside and the lobby area. On this side, there is an elevator that runs from the main lobby to this level, as well as down to the basement. There's also a balcony above us. This is the main part of the church, the sanctuary. The distances from this back wall to the wall at the far end is about 87 feet. You have about 44 feet in width, and the ceiling height from the floor here to the peak at this end is about 29.5 feet. Up by the altar, because of the sloped floor, the height is about 37 feet. You see the support structures along the outside walls. They're roughly 10 foot center to center. So I'm now standing up at the altar, the shot that you just saw. I'm looking back towards the front entry. The balcony above, as you can see, it gives you a better perspective of the space. This whole area right here is about 4,000 square feet. So I'm now standing in the gymnasium, which was the middle part between the manse and the church that you saw from the outside. The dimensions here, if you go from the back wall to the wall where the stage is not including the stage, it's about 50 feet. And side to side is about 35, and you have about a 19-foot ceiling. Lots of bright windows on both sides. This is really a great space for it. It can be used for a variety of uses. If you're thinking of some sort of catering business, it's a great dining hall. I'll turn the camera around, but right behind you there is a full kitchen. So I'm standing in the basement of the church. It's under the main section of the church. They use it as a classroom. It's divided up into a series of rooms. You have an overall dimension of one wall, the back wall up to the far wall, you can see here, of about 73, 74 feet, and I think about 40 to 45 feet in width. It's divided up into a series of rooms. The manse sits at the south end of the property and has 5 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and hardwood floors throughout most of the house. There are 2 offices on the main floor, plus a full unfinished basement and an attached 2-car garage with storage area. It would be very difficult to find a property location better than the United Church. You are only a few minutes walk to a beautiful beach, an 18-hole golf course, close to schools, shopping plaza, and public library. So there you have it. That's the Iroquois United Church. You could probably tell from the size of the buildings, the location close to the beach, the golf course, schools, shopping. and the land size, it lends itself to a variety of different uses. Consider, for example, a one-stop destination wedding where you have the church for weddings of any denomination, the gymnasium retrofitted into a banquet hall, reception hall. You have the full kitchen right there for the catering end of it. A bit of landscaping, and you take all the wedding photos outside. The manse could house the brides and bridesmaids the night before. They get their hair, makeup, everything done right on site. They don't have to travel. The other thing this area needs is condominiums and rental units. We have a lot of baby boomer age groups in this area and older, and they're looking to either downsize or at the very least simplify their lives. So that could be a very worthwhile venture, I think, for a developer. The land is about 330 feet north to south, and about 306, 307 feet east to west. It borders between two streets. You have full town services, and you are right beside a fire hall, so insurance shouldn't be an issue. If any of this is of any interest, or you have anything that you think it may work for, by all means, give me a call, 613-652-2222. We can discuss it. I grew up in this area. I've lived here my whole life, so I know it very well. So by all means, if you have any interest, give me a call, send me an email. My contact information will be following. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video.